Hey lovelies, welcome back. It's your girl Katie here, and today's video is going to be my unboxing or unbagging, whichever you want to call it, of June's Ipsy Extra box. And why I said unbagging is now the extra has come in a bag, and I don't know if that's just for this month or if they're going to be doing this new thing now where you get a bag instead of a box. I really don't know, and I don't keep up with it, to be completely honest. I just saw that it was in a bag this month. Anyways, so I'm just going to be showing you guys what all I got, tell you guys prices and all that good stuff. So to no further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so as usual, I did go ahead and try out some of the products, like the makeup products on my face before I filmed this. That way I can give you guys my first impressions of the products. So starting off with the bag. The bag is cute. It's got lips all over it. You know, it's just a little, I forget what these are, drawstring bags. I don't really know. I mean, you could definitely use this as like a makeup bag. Like, it's a pretty good size. Like, it's as big as my head. So, you know, it's cute. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to be like, they're going back to the bags because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure like Ipsy had a glam bag. I don't know if that's like the OG. I don't know. I know that they had their sample size one where it's always come in a bag where you get sample sizes and some full size products. I can't remember what the name of that one is, but it's the first Ipsy. And then I think they got a bigger one, and then it was a bigger bag. But then they got BoxyCharm, and then it changed. So I don't know. I can't keep up with it. Ipsy has changed, keeps changing a lot, like how they're doing things. So it's hard to keep track. But anyways, we'll see if next month's in a bag. I'm kind of curious now. Anyways, so I'm going to show you guys the products that they chose for me first, and then we'll get into my choice items. So first product that they chose for me is from Lucky Chick, and it's this brush set here. It's an eyeshadow brush set. So it comes with a large shader, a medium angled shading, and a tapered blending brush. Very typical, like, if you're going to get a brush set in your box or bag now, it's usually these three brushes. Like, they hardly send any other brushes, in my opinion. Like, if you're going to get a brush set, it's usually an eye brush set, which I'm not complaining because I like eye brushes. Like, I use them all the time. But I feel like we get these types of brushes all the time. Like, I use the taper brushes all the time. Like, I like getting taper brushes. But these, like, flatter ones I don't use, like, as often. But they feel nice. I mean, no complaints. Can always use brushes, or I can always give them away. Anyways, so the retail value on these is $22. Now, I didn't use these because I'm not sure I'm going to keep them yet. I might, or I might pass them on to my sister. So I didn't want to get them dirty if I'm not going to keep them. I haven't decided yet, but they look nice and they feel nice. So there's the first product. Then they chose this product here from TYC Beauty, and this is their lip butter, shea butter infused lip gloss in the shade Leche. I think I've heard of this brand. I think I've gotten stuff from this brand before in my Ipsy boxes. Anyways, this retails for $21, and it's just a clear gloss. I can see why they call it Leche, because it is kind of like that frosty clear. Packaging's cute. I'm not sure I like the packaging because it's clear. Like, I like being able to see the product in there, but at the same time, when it comes to clear glosses, I always apply clear glosses on top of a lipstick or something just because I just don't ever use clear glosses on their own. But yeah, by the way, that is what I'm wearing. Very juicy looking lips. Like, I really like it. It is very, like, moisturizing feeling. But the thing about the packaging is whenever you apply it on stuff like this, you always pick up a little bit on your doe foot. I always try to clean it, but you can't always clean it, like, all the way sometimes. So eventually this might start not looking clear anymore, and it might start, I can't talk today. It might start looking a bit different colored in there, which kind of looks gross after a while. That's why whenever it's in packaging that you can't see through, I don't really ever care because I'm like, I can't see it. It doesn't look too gross to me. But when it's in these clear packaging, you're going to start seeing it. Like, you can already tell that the doe foot is, like, got some residue from me applying it today. But I do really like this. I thought it was really comfortable. I just put it on top of a liquid lipstick that I have in my everyday makeup drawer right now. And it's very comfortable. Like I said, very moisturizing feeling. And also just added like a very beautiful shine to my lips. So I do really like this product. This retails, did I say already? I don't know if I did, but $21. Alright, and the last product that they chose from me is my Beauty Boost item. And guess what? Skincare. Yeah, I really think the Beauty Boost item is just now a skincare item because, let's see, I think they changed you being able to customize your Beauty Boost item like towards the beginning of this year, or maybe pretty close to the beginning of this year. And what, we're in June now, and every single one since they've changed that has been a skincare product. Like, I don't get makeup products anymore. Before, when I customize it, I could customize, you know, they would have makeup products as an option, or they would have skincare, and I always chose whatever makeup product they had as an option. But now, yeah, you're just getting skincare now. So I really don't know if the Beauty Boost item is worth it anymore. And you do pay extra to get a Beauty Boost item. I think it's like $15 extra. Which, I mean, the skincare products you get is like the overall value of it is always way above the $15. So you're always getting your money's worth. It's just, I don't go through skincare that fast. So anyways, so the product that they chose for me is this Murad skincare product that is the Retinol Youth Renewal Oil Drops. This retails for, let's see, $74. See right there, $74. And I paid $15 for the extra product. But again, it's skincare. It was way worth it when it was usually makeup products. But now I'm just like, skincare. Anyways, it comes in this green packaging. I'm not going to open it because I'm not using it yet. But yeah, thankfully that is the only skincare product in my box this month, so that's nice. Alright, and the rest of the products in here are the products that I chose for myself. So, first up, the product that I customize is this product here from Tarte, and this is their Lights Camera Lashes Platinum Mascara. This retails for $28. I'm not going to open it. I'll show you what the packaging looks like, but I'm not going to open it because I'm not ready to use this mascara yet, but it's their typical Tarte kind of packaging. They do have a picture on the side of the brush, so if you're curious about what the brush looks like, there's what the brush looks like. Looks like a nice brush. They're like, that's what it's supposed to do. But yeah, I didn't try this product out because I try not to open too many mascaras because they go dry after a while, and I'm still trying to go through some ones that I have already opened, so I didn't try that product out. Next product that I customized is from Rare Beauty. I love seeing Rare Beauty as an option in your boxes, especially ones that you get to customize. But I chose this Stay Vulnerable Melting Blush, and it's in the shade Nearly Apricot. And this retails for $24, which I have to say is pretty fair priced for high-end. I would consider Rare Beauty as a high-end brand, at least in my opinion. But I feel like that's a pretty decent price for a blush. Anyways, I was really, really excited because I've been wanting to try one of these. I just never wanted to like spend full price on makeup because I already have so much. So super excited to see it in the box. Really pretty, like really cute packaging, I have to say. And then here's what the actual shade looks like. I did try it out. That's what's on my cheeks right now. And I think it's a really pretty, like, natural looking blush. Like, pretty pigmented. Didn't take a whole lot to build it up to this. You could build it even more. But I'm trying not to do, like, a ton of blush when I put blush on. Because I get kind of blush blind, I guess is what it's called. Is it blind blush? I don't know. I have a habit of putting way too much blush on. So I've been trying to go like less is more kind of mentality. But anyways, $24 for that. I was really excited, like I said, to see that as an option. And then last but not least, I have a product here from Moonslice Beauty. And this is their Celestial Crush Eyeshadow Press Pigment Palette here. This retails for $35. Same as the box packaging. And here's what the palette looks like. It's a very colorful palette, and I'm not really sure I will hold on to this one in my collection just because it's way more colorful than what I normally reach for. But it is really pretty. Like, I'm really tempted to keep this, but realistically, just looking at the shades, there's only a few shades that I would really use, like when it comes to the mattes. I could for sure use a lot of the shimmer shades, but the mattes, really, I'm just boring. I'm just a neutral gal, and there's a lot of pinks and purpley, kind of dark purpley shades in here, which are all really pretty. It's just not, I don't know. In my age now, I try to go for makeup looks that is going to be like everyday makeup look, something very simple. Even this one I'm wearing, because I did try this palette out today. This is more bright than what I would normally go for. I like more toned down neutral shades now with a little pop of shimmer. This is a little more shimmer than I like nowadays. I mean, it's still really pretty, and if I'm feeling like it, I would do a look like this every now and then, but it's not my everyday makeup routine anymore. So when I look at this, I'm just like, really, realistically, I just wouldn't hold on to it, never use it, because I just can't see myself using this every day. It would be more like a special occasion. But the quality of it, I did like the mattes. The mattes were a little bit, I don't know, it's not a bad palette, but it's not, like, the formula-wise, it's not my favorite formula. I feel like the mattes, you did have to kind of build up, and you kind of had to work a little bit to blend them out. And the shimmer shades, so I only use 2 shades, because like I said, I keep things simple. So I use this one right here as like my overall shimmer shade, or not shimmer shade, my overall transition shade, whatever you want to call it, matte shade. And then I use this pink here as like the overall shimmer shade. And I did actually use a little bit of this dark brown over here to do kind of like a little bit of an eyeliner effect on the top lid. And like I said, the mattes worked. They need to be built up a little bit and a little bit harder to, not really hard to blend. They just didn't feel like they blended out the smoothest that I've, compared to other palettes, because I do have, I have quite a few eyeshadow palettes in my collection, so I'm familiar with certain formulas and stuff, and I can kind of tell now when one's harder to blend out compared to a different one. And I will say the shimmer shade, I'm not sure. I'm not planning on doing a wear test on it, but it kind of feels a little more on the drier side. And whenever you have a drier shimmer shade, at least in my experience, maybe it's just my eyelid, they seem to flake throughout the day. And when I was applying a little bit of the eyeliner, like the darker shade as the eyeliner on my top lid, I did notice when I was applying it. And I wasn't being rough, but I was just kind of like, applying it to my lid. And I noticed some of the shimmer shade was like flaking off, like kind of falling. So in my experience, that only happens when it's a dry formula. And that usually means that throughout the day, it's going to start flaking off. But I haven't, like I said, I'm not planning on doing a wear test today, but that's just from my experience. And just from the feel of it, it doesn't feel like the creamiest, so I could see it flaking off throughout the day. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll stay put. I don't know. I mean, but it is pretty. Like, the shimmer was pretty pigmented. Like, it didn't take much to build it up to this. But yeah, just not sure I'll keep it. Probably won't. It'll probably be decluttered someday. Alright, so that is everything that was in my bag. So the overall value for this month's box or bag, whatever you want to call it, is $204, which is pretty good still considering what I paid for the box. So definitely got the value, like money-wise. So just a quick recap of everything I got. So I got brushes, I got a retinol oil drop thing, I got a mascara, I got a blush, lip gloss, and an eyeshadow palette. So, was the bag worth it this month? Ooh, I hear my toddler crying. Her dad's with her, but she sounds like she's getting sleepy. Anyways, was it worth it this month? I think it was, in my opinion, because even though I don't think I'm going to keep the eyeshadow palette, it is still nice to get a big eyeshadow palette like that. The brushes, I can always use brushes, even though that we kind of get repetitive brushes, like you get the same types over and over again. You know what? That saves me from having to wash brushes more frequently. I'm not mad about getting one skincare product. I always prefer more makeup over skincare, and I did get more makeup this month than skincare, so I'm always happy about that. I have to say the 3 products that are probably, I don't know, actually 2. My favorite 2 were definitely these 2 products right here, the blush and the lip gloss. I really do like the lip gloss, and I'm really, really excited about the blush. I think the blush is probably my favorite. Like, if I had to pick one of these 2, the blush is definitely my favorite because I've been wanting to try a blush like this from Rare Beauty, and I think the shade is really, really pretty. And it fits my skin tone really well, and it just gives that very natural blush look, in my opinion. I mean, I think you could build it up to, if you want a more intense blush, you could definitely build it up to that. But for me, this is enough, and I could definitely see myself reaching for this on a daily basis. Like, in my everyday makeup routine, I would definitely pull this one. And the gloss is really, really moisturizing and just really adds a nice shine to the lips, a shine that I like. I mean, I could just slap this on top of a lip liner and I would be satisfied with that. I mean, you could definitely use it on its own. It's just I like to add a little bit of extra color to my lips, just especially if I do my foundations. That way my lips don't look washed out. I am excited to try this mascara, but it is a mascara, and I'm really not picky when it comes to my mascaras, as long as it gives my my eyelashes a bit of length, and I'm not big on like volume. Like, I don't mind if it has volume and adds volume, but it's not like something I have to have, so just the fact that it lengthens them is good enough for me. But I am excited to try this eventually. It's just, like I said, I have a lot of other mascaras to go through first, so yeah. Like I said, mascaras are just, they're all the same in my opinion. I don't think high-end is any better than drugstore. But having said that, I am excited to have gotten this in my box or bag. So it was definitely worth it for me this month, in my opinion. But there you go, guys. That's going to do it for today. That is my unboxing of June's Ipsy Extra bag. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up because it really does help my channel. And also let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of my unboxing today. But other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!